Okay, students, we're here in class on Friday, August 20th, and now we have taken our writing through the peer review. You have provided a peer review for one person, and now you've read it. Now I want you to take your paragraph, highlight, Control C, and put it in a Word document or a Google Doc. Control V. Now we're going to make it look academic. Now we're going to make it look academic. There's ways we're going to make this look academic. The first thing that we need to do is we need to highlight the whole entire thing and get rid of that gray box. Now, this is tricky. The gray box, if you go past the little gray box, it won't work. I don't know why. That's just what it does. See this white paint can? I click on the white paint can and remove the gray. The gray doesn't look academic. The gray's gone.
Hey, Michelle, can you come help me really quick?
Take the gray bar behind it. Let's put it in Times New Roman, 12 point, because that's what we type in for English, MLA. 12 point, double spaced. It's starting to look a little bit more academic. Times New Roman, 12 point, double spaced. Next, I need a title. So I'm gonna put my cursor right up here and move that down one space. And I'm gonna click up here so I can move it to the center. And I'm gonna title it Paragraph 1. Notice titles are always capitalized. So you got Paragraph 1 with a capital P and a capital O. It's not bolded. It's not 18 inches tall that some of you like to do. There's nothing crazy about it. It looks academic. It is 12 point, Times New Roman. Now I need to also indent. When you indent, there's several different methods, but the method I use, because I don't know if you've set your tabs to 5 spaces, so I just click and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all you gotta do. What's wrong, Celie?
It does not have any of those options.
Hold on. So in either, double space goes right here. It says arrows 2.0. Now, you've indented. That is the universal signal that, hey, I'm starting a new paragraph. Well, you're only going to do one paragraph. And everything in this paragraph is going to be written about my favorite college sport or activity, right? And you've identified it. Is that correct? Let's bold your topic sentence. Just because I want to know that you know that I know that you know that a topic sentence is very first. I just want to know that you know. Now, I want you to highlight yellow all 3 supporting detail clue words. Now, if you need to change something because you realize you messed it up on your rough draft, which that's just absolutely 100% fine, because that's what a rough draft is, practicing. So if you need to add a transition word, do it. So the very first word is going to be yellow. The second supporting clue word is going to be yellow. The third supporting clue word is going to be yellow. Yes, Peyton?
So do your words for your supporting details, do they have to necessarily be first?
No,
second,
but they need a signal. I'm giving you I'm giving you the first reason why, or a reason why.
So could one reason also, and another aspect, could those?
Absolutely. That just says, ding, 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 I'm holding your hand while you read my paper and I'm walking you through it, the reasons why I love softball.
instead of just meshing it all together and letting the reader try to decipher your thoughts. Yes, Aiden?
My thing's still gray. I was wondering where the paint can was.
Are you on Google Docs?
I'm on Word.
Okay, it's right up here. The paint can to get rid of the gray bars is right here. So after you have highlighted your clue words that for supporting detail number 1, supporting detail number 2, supporting detail number 3, in the recipe in our lecture, we talked about what? Topic sentence, supporting detail, elaboration. And the perfect place to put an elaboration is with an illustrative words to give more example. So what elaboration did you use for first? Underline it. So Laura said, first, softball is a sport that can be pretty fast-paced and competitive. Now she's going to give me like, what do you mean by that? Give me an example. So she used the word, for example. And she said, it needs to go with what you just said, fast-paced and competitive. Your example needs to be something about being whatever you just said. Does that make sense, Kyra? You following me? So underline, make sure that's underlined.
The whole sentence or just
Just the transition, just the illustrative clue word. Does that make sense? Good question. Can I go on? Okay. Also, why is softball my favorite? Because it is a team sport that requires everyone to work together. So her elaboration, Jaquan, needs to be something about working together, right? Yes.
Would luckily be a clue word?
Luckily? Luckily, cluing me into what? Like you're cluing me to, are you mean a clue word for a second reason?
Yes.
No, use something like also or another reason. It's a totally different idea. Look, her first reason is softball's her favorite is because it's fast-paced and competitive, right? And then she gave me an example of how is softball fast-paced and competitive. Now she's giving me a whole different deal, not fast-paced and competitive. It has to be something totally, a second reason why. So luckily wouldn't clue me in that I'm giving you a second reason, would it? No. So it needs to be also, it's a team sport that requires everyone to work together. So fast-paced, work together. Those are two different things, right? Are you following me? So now she needs to say, for instance, this example needs to be, how are people working together? Are we following me or have I lost my audience? Are y'all good? Okay. And then she's going to underline her illustration word, how they work together. Players on the field must know what their teammates are doing and be able to keep up with what is happening. They have to anticipate each other's tendencies, right? You got to know, oh, the shortstop's going to run over here and I'm going to do this and then I'm going to throw it to blah, blah, blah. That's working together. You following me? Kylie, you got me? Finally is supporting detail number 3. It's a total different reason besides fast-paced and besides working together. Now she's giving a third reason. Finally, the support is a mental game. Totally different deal. Fast-paced, working together, Kendall, mental toughness or mental strength. To illustrate, now she's giving an example of how it's a mental game. A single bad hit, strikes out, or a bad throw can mess a player's head, and they can go from good game to a bad game in one pitch. Did you underline 3 illustration words? For example, for instance, to illustrate, or such as. Bold your conclusion. In conclusion, for these reasons stated is why my favorite college sport is blah. However you wrote that. This is what I do need. I need a topic sentence. I need 3 yellow words that says first, also, finally, or first, next, another reason, or, giving 3, introducing another reason why what you're saying is your favorite. Then I need an illustrative word, for example, for instance, such as.
I need your conclusion bolded. One more thing and we're done. MLA papers require a MLA header. That's just academic, and that's what we're writing. So go down, move paragraph 1 down 1. Come back up where your cursor's blinking. Bring it to the left. Put your first and last name, capitalize, not all caps. Hit enter. Type my name. Hit enter. Type English Comp 1 and spell it with a Roman numeral 1. Hit enter. MLA is weird. I'm not a huge fan of MLA, but they tell me I have to teach it. The date is different than APA. The date is the day you submit it, which is today in like 1 minute. You're going to do 20 space August space 2021. The day of the month comes before the month. I don't know why. It's just they're wanting to be difficult. Either one. Good question. Once you have it clean, clear, good, nice, fabulous, you may submit. And where you're going to submit it, can I get rid of this? Wait. Where you're going to submit this, I'll bring this back up. Can I? Are y'all still needing this? Where you're going to submit this is in our class. Submit final paragraph, paragraph 1. How you submit that is you click on it. Mine looks a little different because I'm the teacher, but let me see if I can get to student. Go all the way down, add a submission, click the paper, choose the file, find your essay and submit it. I'll put back up the folder. This is due before tomorrow morning. If you think I'm not ready to submit this, I read my peers' feedback and I don't think my paragraph's where it needs to be right now. Work on it, submit it before Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Is that good? Or do you need more time? What do you need? You tell me. Noon? Okay, noon by Saturday morning, submit your paragraph 1.